Get yourself comfortable so that you can relax. If you need a blanket or anything that you need to make yourself a little more comfortable. And as you're doing that, take a few deep breaths. And notice what that feels like right now in your body. When we first tune in for a practice, one of the things we notice often is how tight our body is. So as you're scanning that space of your body, we could notice that. Most of us have habitual places where we hold tension, our jaw, we clench our teeth, maybe the back of the neck and shoulders. You can move your body around a bit too if you want. Kind of tune in and see if you could let it soften. And the chest and the stomach, the eyebrows too, forehead. So notice where your sticky parts are today, where you're kind of tight. And as we take a few deep exhales, notice if that could soften a bit. And you could start by noticing your whole body and how you're supported on the floor, a chair, bed, whatever it may be. And if you're sitting upright, it might just be your physical body. Your structure is holding you up. But even if we're sitting upright with no back support, we don't need our shoulders and neck to be tight to stay upright. We really could relax all of that. Let it all soften. And tightness in our body is really kind of a physical manifestation of resistance. You could maybe think about how it feels to be biting back some words. We tighten our jaw and we clench our teeth. All of the contraction in our body is usually, unless there's some immediate threat and we need to defend ourselves by tightening up through the back or something, which is not usually the case. Contraction in our body is very linked to resistance. So as we go through and relax and soften through our body, we'll pay particular attention to what might be keeping the contraction there. So start with the forehead and eyes, eyebrows. You could lift your eyebrows up. And then as you breathe out, let your whole forehead soften. Forehead, eyebrows, eyes. And with the forehead and eyebrows, it's often very linked to worry or resistant thoughts in the mind. Just for now, see if you could keep your attention on the actual muscles of your forehead and eyebrows, corners of your eyes, deep muscles of your eyes. And as you breathe out, let your forehead soften, your eyes relax. And as you breathe in, keep your attention focused on whatever relaxation or softness has come in through your forehead. And then as you breathe out again, let your forehead soften more. And we're going to come to thoughts in a moment. But for right now, try to stay away from being engaged in thought. Just keep your attention very finely attuned to your forehead and eyebrows, your eyes. With every exhalation, feel your forehead and eyebrows soften even more. And then keeping some attention on your forehead, bring your attention behind your forehead now into the area of the brain where thoughts come and go. If your awareness was behind your brain at the back of your head, then you could watch or observe. So that's helpful for some people and not for others. Let's watch thought for a bit. Thoughts arise, they're either words or pictures, still pictures or video clips. Let's notice what's happening in thought for a bit. You could maintain your awareness a bit on your forehead and let it soften. And the only other thing we're paying attention to right now is to notice what thoughts are here. And notice there's spaces between thought. Some thoughts seem like they're very much in the background, and other ones just grab our attention and we're completely absorbed in them. Try to maintain or come back to that position of witnessing. What is it that's going on in our thoughts right now? And in particular, we could focus on resistance. What am I resisting right now? If there's anything less than complete relaxation in the body, there's some resistance, whether it's present moment or habitual. So if you scan your body again, notice the energy, sensations, any tightness in your body. And ask your mind to let you know why. What am I resisting? And for a while, we're just watching thought. We're not so much going down into the body or the energy. What are the thoughts that come up when you ask yourself, what am I resisting right now? If anything. Remain aware of thought as a series of words and images, and that we're watching, we're observing. And then let your attention be drawn back into your whole body. You're going to take the observation back into the body again. And if there was one place in your body where resistance was there, let your attention go to that. Or another way of saying that would be if there's one place in your body where you feel tightness or contraction, there's a contracted energy. Let yourself notice that. And notice what the energy feels like. How do you know that it's contraction? Is it painful? Is it moving? Is it still? Is it hot or cold? What is it? What are the details of that energy? And what is it in particular that makes it feel like it has some kind of relationship with resistance? Notice the size, the dimensions. Notice if it has sharp edges. It's here and then it's not, or if it just kind of gets more diffuse, it softens as it goes. And then I could feel it in my stomach, but I can't feel it in my legs. Or there's a tightness in my jaw that goes up into my forehead, or whatever it is. Notice the dimensions. And then zoom out so that what you can observe now is that energy is in the whole of your body, and some of your body feels the energy and some of it doesn't. Or maybe your whole body feels it, the space around the edges of your body doesn't. Zoom out far enough that you can see and be aware and feel that the energy isn't infinite. It's a specific location. It has a center. It has a place somewhere on the outside where there's empty space. You don't feel that anymore. Notice your breath. Might notice your forehead and eyebrows and eyes again, and then notice that there's that sensation of breath moving through the nostrils. And we also notice the breath in the belly area, the chest, the stomach. We notice movement of our body with the breath. So for a moment, let's put our attention on the breath. And as we're breathing out, let your stomach soften. As you're breathing in, see if you can maintain that softness. And as you're breathing out, let it get even more soft, more relaxed. Maintain that witnessing or the observing, partly by being aware of your breath and letting go of any tightness in the breath. You can have this continuous smooth breath at times where we finish breathing out, our belly is soft and relaxed. And then we start to breathe in, and the muscle fibers start to lengthen. They're still soft and relaxed. And then we breathe out without any hesitation. The breath is smooth and even, continuous. And carry your awareness to that for another few minutes. Just the breath. As we're breathing out, we're letting go of tightness, restriction, of perhaps we're letting go of resistance. We're softening into that experience. And we notice that it's okay to let in the in breath. It's okay to breathe in an appropriate amount. And when we have enough breath, our body naturally turns into the exhale, to the letting go. And notice again what thoughts are going on in your mind. Often, when we do a relaxation practice, our thoughts get calmer. And often, when we do a relaxation practice, our thoughts get busier. They have some ability to attract our attention without any distraction. So we notice, and let's come back to noticing the whole of the body from head to toes. Experience in the body be a little bit different now than it was at the beginning. Our energy never really stays that static, although we do have habitual energy that feels very familiar. But there's nuances at least that move and change. And as we relax, often things get a bit softer. Not always. So if you were to put your attention back into the most contracted energy in your body, so it might be you're clenching your teeth or you're hunkering up in your shoulders, it's in your gut, wherever it is. Notice again the energy and the description, hot and cold. Does it have a color? Is it throbbing? Is it still? And notice that there's space all around it. And then if you could put your attention right into the center of that energy or sensation and let it know that you want to know more. Is there something it knows about what's going on around resistance that it could let you know? Why is it tight? Why is there contraction when there could be just softness? And then we just sit with patience and we wait and see what words come up or what thoughts come up. Why is this tightness here? What does it know? and in particular in relation to resistance to kindness and self compassion. If you were to say to yourself, I am 100% kind and compassionate with myself, there might be some argument that comes up there. Or if you're to say, I'm willing to cultivate kindness and compassion towards myself. So let's give that a few minutes to just kind of settle in. Be aware of the energy and of your breath and of the question, what is in the way of kindness and compassion? Or you might want to just let that question go altogether and sit with the energy in kind of a wordless way. That would be good too. And remain grounded in this through focusing on your body and your breath. We can always come back to noticing the softening of our belly as we breathe out. Let your body really settle. And then there's that turnaround into the inhale, the nourishment we take in on the inhale. And notice if there's any resistance to that. The breath can be such a metaphor. We resist letting it go and we resist letting it in. So notice if you could focus on softening your belly as you breathe out and then letting that softness continue. Taking in a nice inhale, doesn't have to be too big, but enough. Letting it go into a long, lingering exhale. That your body gets softer and softer. Notice your mind again. See if you could have your mind be quiet just for another minute or two. Let your thoughts move to the background. Notice that softness in your forehead and eyebrows, your eyes. Relax your jaw and the hinges of your jaw. Your neck and shoulders, the muscles of the upper back. And coming around to the front again, to your chest and your stomach area, navel center, lower belly. Notice your arms and legs and your whole body from head to toes. And in a moment, we're going to come out of the practice. You could open your eyes, look around the room, come back to the screen if you want, or you could just continue